MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Braves. Matt Vasgersian here with you. It's been a long off season, a lot of changes, but these folks here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Dan Plesac, and Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Charlie Morton gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, this guy's properly nicknamed Ground Chuck because if he's on, you're going to see a steady diet of ground balls. Very important for Charlie Morton that his middle infielders on their toes. He should induce a lot of ground balls. Changed his arm angle a few years back after modeling after Hall of Famer Roy Halladay. Charlie Morton has been a very solid and dependable starter, and I expect him to pitch well in this one.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, it's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind, and that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, I think Alec Bohm is certainly a guy we are excited to watch play. He hit over .330 last year. That basically means every third at bat he's getting a hit. Picture him because he can flat out rake.
Here now is Adam Hazley as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. 0-1, here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3. Bryce Harper.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. There's Segura. And there's one down now.
Batting second.
And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Freeman.
There's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, fouled off. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Now the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Acuna digs in now. Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. Gone! So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, it's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And gone up into the second deck. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
At the
Batting
plate
seventh,
now, Austin
third
Riley.
baseman, Austin.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. McCutchen going back to the track, to the wall. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year. And the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Batting eighth,
The
the
batter
right
will be
fielder,
Christian Pache as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Wheeler into his motion. 0-1 pitch on its way. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
This won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the second now at Truist Park. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies nothing. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
Ground ball right into the shift. Reined in on the first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
batting fifth, the left
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's hitless in 6 tries. 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Last half of the second set to go, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Charlie Morton.
The pitcher,
First
Charlie
pitch on its way.
Morton.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hazley is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 1.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius' time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He's set. Here it comes. Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Christopher Sanchez is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Freddie Freeman will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Albies stands at second with 2 gone. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Hazley is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 5-0 lead. At the plate now is JT Realmuto. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. A A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
To the plate now, Christopher Sanchez. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
The batter, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. First pitch of the AB now. Swing and a liner. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
At the plate, Adam Hazley, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Lady Go.
Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronald Acuna.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he fouls this one off. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Sanchez, a 6'5" left-hander. This is his first year at the big league level. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Ready to take his hacks again, Travis d'Arnaud. Blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
Stepping in now, Austin Riley. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Now to the plate, here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Bryce Harper.
First delivery to him. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
So 1 out and nobody aboard, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Hoskins behind the count 0-2.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Back goes Ozuna, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Acuna's there for it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
And now JT Realmuto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
This one's down to third. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 2. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Christian Pache.
The right fielder, Christian.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Man, did this one get ugly early. As a starting pitcher, you're looking to get some length, and certainly 5 or 6 innings. He couldn't even get out of the second inning in this one. This is one he'd certainly like to forget.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 1.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. And now a pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
This is popped up. Bohm is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They're still out in front, 5-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Philadelphia, the second baseman, Gene Segura.
Here's the first pitch. Gene Segura is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A 1 pitch on its way. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Pache is there, one away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in next, Christopher Sanchez flew out in his only at-bat so far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Fouled away. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Acuna is there, two gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Up next, Alec Bohm. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby
Now the pitch.
Swanson.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations, it's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So the leadoff man's gone, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Two gone now in the Atlanta half of the fifth, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it, and he makes the play to end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-2.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, Adam Hazley.
First pitch of the AB now. Adam Hazley is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Ozuna. but this will land untouched. The 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Acuna on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Bryce Harper. Now here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
1-1 the count. In the air now, out to left. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
So next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail 5-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna.
The left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Now here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud will stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin.
Next to dig in, Austin Riley flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They're still out in front 5-2. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Andrew McCutchen. Now here it comes. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box, Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Albies brings it in, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
So here is JT Realmuto. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Gregorius is on his way home. He will score as they now trail by only 2.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Gene Segura standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And it's fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. Scott Kingery will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Popped him up. Freeman in foul ground. And no one will track it down. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 4. Brandon Kintzler will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. And now here is Christian Pache. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 0-2 once more. In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. Real Muto recovers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Next to stand in is Charlie Morton. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Now here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Looped out toward third, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Lifetime. Then Kinsler. 4. He's set for a 2-out hit, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
So now to the plate, Dansby Swanson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Albies is off at first with 2 away. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the third out of the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They lead it 5-4. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Alec Bohm. And now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Adam Hazley comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Ozuna. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper. He flew out in his last AB. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies down in order, and the deficit holds at 5-4. So next up will be Freddie Freeman.
Leading up for the Braves, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a shot toward right center. Hazley is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. He's 1 for 4. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
0-2, here it comes. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
17, Rhys Hoskins.
The pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the ninth.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
At the plate now, Didi Gregorius. Fouled off. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. On, he pops it up. Riley into foul territory, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. In on him there as this is hit softly to third, and that gets for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring. The throw to third, and he will be out at third, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
Innings in him, but he backed the win along the way too.
5-4 the final tally. The outswinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Charlie Morton earns his first win of the season. Zach Wheeler was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For Philadelphia, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Charlie Morton. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Zach Wheeler. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves and everyone at Truist Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.